Is it live? Hi, everybody. Welcome to a coffee break with Pam. And I haven't done it in the past 2 weeks, and I apologize. I was traveling, and then now I'm back on my routine, and I'm going to answer 3 questions and anything that's marketing and sales related. If you like the video, I would love that you can subscribe and you can comment below. And this is live stream to LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Okay, so let's get started with 3 questions. Number 1, as a marketer, I work closely with sales. What would be good tactics to make the collaboration better? I have an answer for that. Second question, what are some quick ways to move marketing leads to sales lead? Number 3, what prevents marketing leads from turning into B2B sales? And is there anything I, as a marketer, can do to support that or to minimize and maximize the probability of the conversion? All right, that's the answer to question number 1. As a marketer, I work closely with sales. What would be good tactics to make that collaboration better? There are several things I would like to suggest. Number 1 is understand your salespeople's challenges and also their sales process. For us, we kind of know our customers' challenges very well as a marketer. We also know what is the customer journey, right? So same analogy applies that you need to understand your salespeople's challenges and also their sales steps. What are the steps that they are going through? Once you understand that, you can determine, how can I support them at each sales stage? Does that make sense? So that's number 1. Second thing is you should invite them to your annual planning session. I know many marketing organizations that they do their annual marketing plan. They also revise their plan on quarterly basis. So when you kick off your sales planning, you should invite your sales team to be part of it, right? Not the whole sales organization, like 800 people of them, but invite the key stakeholders, the VP of sales, the directors, or have them be part of your marketing planning session and bring their input as a part of your marketing plan, right? So that's number 2. The third suggestion is attend their weekly huddle meetings. I cannot emphasize enough that how important it is if you are supporting sales that you should attend their weekly huddles. And a lot of time they will talk about the pipelines and they also talk about the key accounts. And on top of it, they will be talking about if they are meeting their quotas or not. If they are not, you can think through in terms of what you can do to actually help them strategically. Generally, in terms of supporting sales, what are some of the good tactics is talk to your salespeople directly, understand their challenges, and always ask them, what can I do to help? But bear in mind, what can you do for them doesn't mean that you should do their jobs. I want to repeat that. Whatever you can help them is, as a marketer, from your perspective, how you should better support them, but you should not do their jobs. For example, if they have a presentation that they need to get done, it's your job to create a template for them to use, but it's not your job to create a presentation on their behalf. Does that make sense? So I hope that answered your question as a marketer, how you can work closely with sales. And I offer 3 different suggestions in terms of how you can work with them. Number 2, what are some quick ways to move marketing leads to sales ready? Well, this is kind of hard in terms of B2B sales. We all know that a lot of time the B2B marketing sales cycle tend to be very, very long. And a lot of marketing leads or even the prospect that come to your website, they are not necessarily ready to buy yet. That's why there's a lot of tactics involved nurturing, right? You have to nurture the leads. But you can nurture the leads sending the email, but there's only so much you can do, right? And there are a lot of the tools out there that will actually help you to understand your prospect's intent, right? So if you are looking demand-based, if you are looking at the Sixth Sense, there are some of the marketing platform tools out there will help you to actually gauge the intent of your prospect. So understand the intent can actually help accelerate that marketing conversion into the sales side. The biggest question that you have to ask yourself in terms of what are some of the quick ways to move from marketing leads to sales lead is you need to understand why your marketing, your prospects come to your website. And understanding why has a lot to do with what kind of content they consume. If they are looking into pricing data, maybe they are in the research phase, they are looking at multiple different platforms. If they are looking into click on some of the contact sales information, maybe they are interested in talking to you. So when you are creating content, you need to think through in terms of what stage that you are trying to anticipate in terms of when people click through that specific piece of content. What is their intention? Does that make sense? So think through in terms of what content that you create and what's the purpose of the content. When they are consuming content, you need to gauge in terms of what are some of the reasons they are consuming that content. And another way to actually to move the marketing leads to a sales ready is you have to qualify them. That means sometimes you reach out to the prospect directly and they ask their intention, right? Hey, is there anything I can help you? And I noticed that you've been consuming this couple contents from on our website. Just want to reach out and see if there's anything I can do for you. Or if they are at your booth and you send a follow-up email and to check with them, see if they are interested in talking to your salespeople. Does that make sense? So when you are looking into converting or move the marketing lead to a sales ready, you have to think it from multiple different perspectives. One thing is, what can you do to nurture them? And the second thing is, what kind of content are you creating? What is the intention of those content when they consume it? Number three is, can you actually use any kind of intent-based type of platform to actually help to gauge their intention and their interest? So that's question number two. Number three, what prevents marketing leads from turning into B2B sales? And is there anything I can do about it as a marketer? I want to change that question a little bit. Rather than asking in terms of, hey, what can you do to actually turn the leads into the B2B sales? I would like to change that question and ask in a way that, why are the prospects decided not to buy from us? What are some of the common causes that kind of cause the deals not to close or deals lost? Does that make sense? Understand what are some of the causes they are not buying from us, or the deals are not closed with the sales team, can help you determine what you can do about it. For example, if they said, we don't have a budget at this time. Okay, great. Can we find out when that they're going to have a planning session and they might have a budget? If they said, okay, our tools are too expensive. Okay, that's fine. Maybe they cannot buy our full implemented suite. Is it other features that we can actually help them? If they said, oh, you know what, I already using someone else's tool and we are actually sign a contract until next year, well, that's great. So you are not going to talk to them this year, but early in the beginning of next year, maybe you can start nurturing and start having conversation with them. So try to prevent or try to understand in terms of how you can turning the potential lead or not likely leads into a sales. My recommendation is looking into some of the common causes they are not buying from us and find out why they are not buying from us, and you create some sort of nurturing path or create some sort of content to address those issues. Once you understand what the challenges are, you can do a customized and segmented type of outreach to them directly. Is that helpful? All right. If you like my answers, or if you have additional suggestions in terms of what can be done or can address these three questions, I would strongly suggest you comment below and I will respond. And if you have any specific questions, let me know as well. B2B marketing is very hard, especially it's hard in the digital realm. And the background needs to be created. When I say the background, a back end needs to be created and integrated in order for you to track the marketer's contribution to sales. So the digital transformation and also the MarTech stack is super, super critical. If you have any questions and challenges about that, reach out to me anytime. More than happy to have a chat with you. All right. So that's it for today. I will talk to you and see you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.